construction company and real estate business, all this kind of stuff. And I've been working for them forever. And I said, hey, we got to talk about owning a crypto LLC. And you had said you didn't even think about it, right?
Well, it was your idea,
Yeah.
Ninja. I mean, you came up with the idea of the crypto LLC, and thank you for that.
Oh, it was my pleasure, but you're the smarter one, so you just ran with it, and you started all these documents and all this stuff, armor rate protection, I mean, it came into play, and we want to get into that, but what was cool about it is we were able to show a lot of people, and I think hundreds, if not thousands of people signed up because I said, look, I've worked with you guys, I love your company, right? I love all the people who work there, and this is all you do. And you set up LLC and entities all around the country.
We do.
But what was really cool about this is a lot of people that are investing in crypto just figured out, wait a minute, I could start my own company, which means I can get some legal tax write-offs and not only that, but protect myself. So do you mind talking about that? Like what has been sort of the light bulb moment with a lot of people that went from cryptocurrency investor to cryptocurrency company owner?
Well, I mean, it's akin to having a stock portfolio, right? If you own stocks and bonds in your individual name and get sued, someone can reach them. So we've always put stocks and bonds brokerage accounts in LLCs, especially Wyoming LLCs, which makes it tough for someone who has a judgment against you, someone who's trying to collect, to reach, because Wyoming offers the charging order protection, meaning someone can't barge into the Wyoming LLC and force a sale of all your assets. They have to wait till distributions are made. Well, with a stock account, you may not make distributions. So when you brought up the idea of the crypto LLC, it just tracks with what we've been doing for people who are in the stock market. We have their account set up in the name of an LLC, and you buy your crypto in the name of the LLC. So on the wallet, on the blockchain, your LLC is listed. Now, if you bought the crypto in your individual name, we then have to transfer it into the LLC, and we provide transfer agreements. You want to have it notarized so you can prove the date. But this has been a great way for people to protect themselves, because no one really thought about how do I protect my crypto? They just bought it in their individual name.
Yeah, it's funny, and I want to get to those documents with Ted in a second, because Ted's the contract law guy, right? And that's really important, because keeping all this stuff tight and high and tight is really important. But I had already been doing this myself, using an entity that Corporate Direct started. And I'm gonna throw a link down below. It's a really cool affiliate link because it gives you $100 off and a free 15-minute consultation, okay? So they answer a ton of your questions. But what was really cool is when I talked to Garrett about it, I said, I started a full-blown company. I started an entity. I went and got an office. I had a business partner. We were, managing members of that entity. Then I went and started an institutional trading account with Gemini and Coinbase. And I had a handful of them. And everything, the bank account, all that stuff's in the entity name, which was really cool. We had a full-blown business. We did staking, crypto mining, and we did investing in that. So that was really cool. Now, transferring over these documents is really important, because Ted, what about that document that you guys created to actually have that legally binding transfer from somebody's personal, let's say Bitcoin and their Bitcoin address to an entity's? How does that work?
Yeah, so what you do is, we have the transfer agreement. So what you do there is you list the crypto that you own in your individual name. You can list the wallet, the wallet address, as well as the value of the crypto at the time of the transfer. And then you need to get it notarized. And having it notarized is really key, because that acts as a timestamp for when the transfer took place. And one way I like looking at it is you look at it from the perspective of a judge. So if you get sued personally, you get into a car accident, or your dog bites someone, or something like that, there's a chance you'd have to, go to litigation, you go to court, you end up losing in court, which, in this day and age, it's a coin toss. And so if it goes to, if you lose in court, you get a judgment against you. The judge will ask you what assets you own. And if you have that transfer agreement that shows that those assets are in the LLC instead of your individual name, the liability protection is totally different, because if it's in your individual name, the judge can force you to sell your crypto.
I agree.
And given how crypto assets have appreciated over time, that could be a problem. But if it's in an LLC, a Wyoming LLC in most cases, then you get the charging order And that person can only reach the distributions if you make them.